So watch this. The CHIPS Act about to boom. BAE Systems become the first supercomputer chip company that will receive $35 million, Jose. They're gonna receive $35 million under the CHIPS Act that Joe Biden pledged to give away about $52 billion for the development of and manufacture chip companies here in America. Now, here's what I think what happens right here. Remember when China said, we're not attacking Taiwan, we just got these ships sitting there just in case. Kind of like pulling a gun on somebody, say, I'm not gonna shoot you, I'm just testing my aim. So we'll see how this look when I pull the trigger. Well, America at that point understood, listen, you know what? If China takes Taiwan, then that puts us in a pickle. Because Taiwan represents 70% of the chips made in the world. So, if China gets hold to that, if China takes Taiwan and China gets hold to that, it's just a game changer. So America's like, you know what? We can't be a part of that. We got to get out of family business. The one thing I'm all for is getting out of family business. Here's why. Family gonna stick together. So if China decide they want to fight Taiwan, that ain't none of our business. But it's our business because they got the chips right now. So America like, you know what? We got to come up with this CHIPS Act and we got to create these chips that's going to be made in America. So here's what happened. States like Ohio, Arizona, and New York are now bidding for the opportunity to create those chip plants in their state. Now, New York just invested $10 billion for the chip restructuring, and they are going to invest another $1 billion to buy. Watch this, I'm about to give y'all the alley-oop. They're going to invest $1 billion to buy the equipment from who? ASML. Why? Because you need ASML because they make the equipment to make the chip. Come on. God damn. So ASML is a company that makes the equipment that you need to make the chips. In order to make a chip, you need certain equipment. The leading company that makes that equipment is a company by the name of ASML. Okay, let me say it again. The leading company that makes the equipment is ASML. So in order to make chips, you got to get the chips made through ASML. So if America is investing $52 billion in getting chips made in America, you got a company like Micron saying we're going to invest $100 billion in getting the chips made over here in America. And then you got states like Ohio, Arizona, and New York saying, guess what? We want those chip factories made here. Do you think those are going to be the only factories that's going to be made in America? And let me double down on that. If you got companies like Ohio, Arizona, and New York getting the factories made, then they also got to go through what? ASML. To do what? Buy the equipment to make the chips. So all I'm saying is, there's a company by the name of ASML that is needed to make chips. So somebody in the comments said, Trap, ASML is $720. All right, all I'm gonna tell you is this. If a company is gonna be the leading company that makes the chips that's gonna lead the world, how many times will that $720 become $720? That's all I want you to know. What I've learned on my journey is this. People may know the price of everything, but know the value of nothing. What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece.
And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through, to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
So watch this, man. 4,000 dealerships wrote a petition. And the petition said that America needs to pump the brakes on EVs because it's challenging for the everyday citizen to adapt to buying EV cars. They said because the average EV is what the average American person makes in a year's salary. They said also it'd be challenging for the average person to not only have the EV, but also to have the charging stations and everything else that is required of the EV companies. Not only is it challenging, but we did a little back research and it said that the hybrid may be a better idea for people because if you get the hybrid, it now still allows you to get gas and then work your way up to having the EV. Now, the dope part about having the EV is everybody understands the idea of having the EV, but then being able to go from EV to going from gas to EV, because everybody wants what? What's it called? Global warming, emission control. We understand that. Agriculture does more harm to the atmosphere than cars. The CO2 gas that comes from cows does more harm to the air than a car. So why nobody don't never go after the agriculture business, Jose? New money, trash is cash. Can we go big screen with this one? I want them to see this. So one of my favorite companies that I always talk about is Waste Management. It is 100% a boring business. Not only is it a boring business, it is a business that often gets overlooked. First of all, it announces a $1.5 billion share buyback. What does that mean, Trap? That means that the company is going to buy back some of the shares, giving shareholder value to investors. The company is up 12% year to date. The company pays a 1.61% dividend yield. Now, watch this. It's just up there. Why? Because they just declared an annual dividend of 75 cents per share, up 7.1 cents from its previous 70 cents per share. I'm just saying it's a boring business, and every time I see these yellow and green trash cans, I think about money. Let's go a little further, Tootie. Let me say this to y'all too, man. Why y'all put me on Yellowstone like that? I'm trying to tell y'all, the people don't put me on Yellowstone. Bro, Yellowstone? Jose, I think that The Wire is my number one. Billions is my number two. Not gonna lie, bro. Yellowstone, I'm gonna tell you why. Can I explain? I'm not saying that Power isn't amazing, but I think it was an upgraded version of The Wire. Now, let me say this, 50 cold-blooded, but I've seen, think about it, Stringer Bell tried to go legit from selling dope. That was the beef between him and Avon Barksdale, right? So we look at Power, what happened? Ghost trying to go legit. Now, I'm not saying Power not good. I'm just saying from a personal perspective, I'm saying when I look at Siri, I don't look at a lot of them. Because when I look at them, I gotta look at them. Now, do I watch Power? Yep. Did I watch Force? Do I watch Raising Cain? I watch it all. I watch it because I support the brother. Watch this. The Wire, I'm about to put some up here that you don't know about, though, Jose. I'm about to put 2 up here that you ain't really on. Ozark, Boardwalk Empire. Trying to tell you, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy. Now, I'm going to tell you one that was going to be good, but they cut it short. It was called Underground. They cut it short. It was too real. It was too real. It was too gangster. So that's my 5, Jose. The Wire, Billions, I'm going to tie Yellowstone, and I'm only on the 2nd season. I'm going to tell you why they bought Power #1. Because it fits the description of what we used to. It fits the description of what we used to. What we used to. Dope dealing, murder, drugs. It's what we used to. That's the shit that all 50 did, and I'm not saying like it was easy, but he had a great idea of what we used to. Murder, drugs, gangster shit. We love that. You can get us every time with that. Why is Billions so good? Because it breaks the mold. And I'm not taking them from nobody. You got to be able to think different. I'm not taking none from nobody. You got to be willing to think different. You got to be able to say, this don't got murder in it, but this how America move. This how the stock market move. This how the wealthy people move. This what me and Keys were talking about, the oats and the codes. This different. So you got to be able to sit down and think, damn, I'm not going to see no murder. I'm not going to see no drugs. But I ain't about to watch that. But for somebody who understands power structure, you looking at this like, if I had to put it on levels, the people on Billions control the people on Power. If I had to put it on levels, right? That's how that would go. Right? And so when you think about Yellowstone, now you thinking how America got started. You gotta be able to, you gotta register your mind somewhere different to watch a Billions, to watch a Yellowstone, to watch a Boardwalk Empire. You gotta be able to change your mindset. And I'm not taking them from nobody, but for me, because I saw the game different, I'm like, ooh, this was more about how to play chess than checkers.